God must really, what's up, y'all? God must really be convicting my mother. I swear, this lady never sent me this much money in my life. Not that it's like a lot of nothing, but the fact, period, the money she sent me since this whole beef we've had, well, it's not necessarily a beef. It's just us. We're not talking. Well, I'm not talking to her. She keep emailing me and stuff, but I'm not responding. Last time I responded to her was for my daughter's birthday on August 15th, where I let her see my baby for her birthday because I was still feeling bad. I was feeling bad for not, just for taking her away, because I know her and my daughter used to FaceTime a lot. Like, but my daughter don't understand, bruh. Dealing with these narcissists, bruh. They use the kids all the time, really just to check and see what I got going on. I'm sick of it. They don't really want to call and talk to her. Y'all want to call and see what the hell's going on in the background. See where we stand at. And it's none of y'all business. Y'all just want to keep on praying on my downfall. They happy. Well, my mom fake like she not. But you just wanted me to need you. But it's crazy because growing up, when I needed you, all this time before I left Maryland, when I needed you, you don't be there. The only way she will fake be there for me is providing shelter. But even with that, she have ulterior motives when she does that. It's because she's lonely. And now that she's lonely, this is why you gotta be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat your kids growing up. Be careful. Be careful. Because that man that made you sacrifice all those years, when them men are gone, fellas, when the women are gone, when you get sick and they leave you to rot, when you get old and that Viagra not Viagraing, when you can't get it up no more, and she go on to the next young thing who can pop it, get it popping for her, you're gonna be left there in the nursing home. And you're gonna wish you had your kids, the one that you abandoned and neglected, for your little rendezvous while they were young. One thing about them tables, they always turn, bruh. They always turn. And you choose clubbing, partying, chasing women, chasing D, chasing all these things, acting like, oh, when I get home from work, I'm just so tired. I can't even ask you how your day at school was going, little girl. I can't even ask you how your day was going at school, little boy. I can't even figure out why my child is coming home crying, sad, mad from school because they're getting bullied or this is going on at school. I can't dare have time to ask how your day is going because I'm so stressed because my wife, my husband, and my career is all that matters. What are you going to do when you lose the career, when you get laid off? Like a bunch of layoffs is about to happen now. They're coming soon. The rest of this year, going into the beginning of next year, I'm telling y'all. I've been telling y'all what's getting ready to come to America. COVID, y'all thought COVID was something. That was just a warm-up, boo-boo. That pandemic, that was just a warm-up. Watch the videos. Trump already told us this that's coming up next is the Great Depression. Ask your granny and them. They know about the Great Depression. They know how real it got during the Great Depression. We thought COVID, that little pandemic was something. That was slight word. That was slight word. You know, and we have to do better. And we have to prioritize our family and stop prioritizing these worldly things. We'll put our jobs and careers over our family. We'll put a toxic spouse over your children. You'll listen to your lonely, narcissistic parents, toxic parents, just because of what they had to settle through back in them days. They want to project that onto you and think that you need to stay because it's a woman's job to just stay and get beat the hell up mentally, physically, and emotionally just to please the neighbors, social media, the church. Oh, please don't get me started on this damn church. Like, please don't get me started on the church, folks. Because they got to sit in church front line. Lord rest her soul, like my great granny used to do. The whole time, look at what you had going on behind the scenes. But nope, I put my good cute suit on and put my good church hat on, and I show up every Sunday, and I come and help out during the week for Bible study. And that is just who I am. No, that ain't who you are. I don't mean to talk about my great granny like that. God rest her soul. You know, and I was telling y'all the other day when I was walking, I ain't even posted yet because like I told you, I keep being behind on my videos. I have so many videos to post. But it's like I keep recording more videos instead of getting the ones I have out. But whatever. But I already told y'all, I really feel like my great grandmother left me what you call them? An inheritance. And I really feel like my mama stole it. That's why all of a sudden you keep sending me this money. And what's the odds? Like my prophetic workers, that's what all this year, even before my grandmother passed, people was talking about the inheritance. I was like, well, ain't nobody in my family died. And, you know, because I told y'all I will watch the words and stuff. And they was saying that one of the girls had said it. And it, like so many people that I watch on my YouTube, they were saying it. And then this week, as I was thinking about it again, here go Virgo the G said it. And then my prophetic word girl last night, Steph. And I told you about Steph. I love Steph. She be on it. She really a chosen one. She really can hear God's voice because he uses her to confirm things for me all the time. The same things I already know. I heard him tell me. But and she said that last night, like, don't get mad at this person because you never know. God may want you to forgive them. If it come out that my mama stole my inheritance, bro, and one thing about it is I don't put it past her. She's a money-hungry Jezebel. I don't know how I would ever be able to. As much as I be sometimes considering, like, I can deal with the lady again. Because it's not like it was all bad. Like, I'm not going to act like she was just this terrible mom from hell, because she wasn't. But the emotional damage that she does, this is why I was bait for these men narcissists that I done fell in love with, that done got entangled with. This is why I've even got some of my narcissistic traits. The whole time, she was the head honcho narcissist in my damn life, and I never even knew. God had to send me away from everybody. This is why he didn't want me down there with my brother. I was going to move to North Carolina at first, just to be closer to my brother, well, more so for my nieces and nephew, because I don't really got no good relationship with my brother like that. I mean, we cool. I'm not going to act like we cool. But I wouldn't say I know him. Like, I feel like you don't know somebody when you don't spend no time with them. You don't really know what they like. You don't really know what's going on. You know from what you see when you get around them and from our childhood. But he been gone since he was 23. I was 16 when he left to move to North Carolina. He now what? If I'm 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. He just turned 36 years old. So, you know, I mean, but I'm not going to act like when I told y'all in them other videos, when we link up, we have good times. Like last year when we all went to Disney World and I booked that trip for us. Like, you know, it was a good vibes. But even then, I felt weird. They got on my nerves then. Because y'all selfish. Y'all don't care. Y'all leave all the kids on me. Won't even tell me y'all leaving. Literally, him, his wife, and my mother, they all dipped off. Mind you, she was so much smaller. Like, y'all just gonna dip off and leave me with the kids and they ain't tell me where y'all was going because all y'all went to go to the little weed spot and ain't even fucking tell me. But you gotta be careful how you treat people. Because one thing about that guilt gonna eat you right on up. I'm gonna sit in my chair. Let me sit in my preaching chair. This is the preaching chair here. I'm so thirsty, y'all. We just came back from looking at checking out the daycare. So I'm nervous, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's only 4 of them that's gonna be in her class. You know, it's this other little girl. She the only girl in there. She was looking at my baby like, please come play with me. She was so cute. She kind of looked like my baby a little bit. And then there was 2 other little boys in there. One of the little boys, he was just a crying. I was like, oh, she gonna fit right in there. Like, so. So I'm nervous. This is my first time ever having my kids in daycare. My first baby was never in daycare. So this is gonna be new for me, y'all. But yeah, my mother just sent me some money for their costumes. Like, girl, they already got costumes. And it's just funny that she's helping me out so much now. I'm not gonna like she ain't never used to get them nothing like every so often when we was living up there. She might go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx and stuff. And she might get them a couple pieces and stuff. Pick them up some stuff. Especially for my first daughter. Like, that's her favorite. You know, you can tell. She has favoritisms amongst her grandkids. Her favorites are my oldest niece and then my oldest daughter. You can just tell. And she wanna know why my baby act like that towards her, because she felt you. One thing about babies, they really feel that energy. Even when we was in, my baby has been like this. She don't deal with people since she was 3 weeks old. This is how she's act. She not gonna let anybody just hold her and stuff. But my brother's wife, like, all the kids love Micah, like, you know, but my brother's wife, and my brother was able to hold her, but she would not let my mama hold her, because she feel you. She feel that energy on you. And truthfully, like I said, my brother, I don't feel like my brother had no thing with me, but it's just the stuff that you know how when you're in a narcissistic family, and the golden child, they be pressed for mommy love. They be pressed to ignore all the wild shit that mommy do. They just pacify mommy or pacify daddy, whoever the narcissistic parent is. They pacify. Whereas me, I'm the truth teller. I'm the one who be like, nah, that ain't right. So because of that, he don't necessarily want to be beef with me, but you guilty by association, because you always doing what she tell you to do. You always on her side. All my time, my whole life. Even with this stuff now that we going through, it's like, you gonna tell me life is everything that he just did, like all of them. I don't even really want to think about it, because it's gonna make me mad at my baby daddy again. Because literally, as soon as I send you the message, you going, like, it happened in 20 minutes. My brother called me, like, that means my baby daddy didn't call my mom, and then she didn't call my brother to call me, all within 20 minutes. That's why I'm not banking with him. Because instead of picking up the phone and calling me, you gonna call my mom, the same one that you be talking all that trash out. Like, not even that he be just like going in on her like that or nothing, but just saying like, yeah, your mom ain't right. Like, she is that, like, stuff that he was saying. Hold on, I get ready to do a room check, so I'll come back and finish venting. Like, nigga, didn't y'all just do room checks early this week? He ain't come in my room, but sir, get a fucking life. I think he just be wanting to do it. How many times you gotta do room check? It's usually once a week. He's getting on my nerves. So hold on, y'all. Let me get me a water while he's coming in here to do room check, so I can finish venting to you guys about these wicked people in my life. It's like, hold on. Fiji need to sponsor me, because this is the best water, period. But I just think it's so funny. Now, all of a sudden, you keep sending me money. That's because you stole mine. That's because she stole my inheritance. I have a feeling my grandma left me some money. And it's so funny, y'all, that I was on this girl live yesterday, Bianca, and she was talking about how her great granddad had all this land. And I haven't told y'all, I think I told y'all one of these videos I've done since these months of me being here, but my great grandmother, her house is still there. She passed this year. She died in her house, that same house she had forever, on all her land, like, and even right across the street. Y'all know how it is in the country. Everybody live by each other, but right across the street is this whole big area, this whole big lot of land where it's basically a trailer park. They let people rent out trailers on the land, and you got to pay them for the land. My cousins down there have like the cousins that's my mom age, her first cousins, they all have land down there. And my mom said that my great grandfather, I guess, when, that's what I'm saying, we're not that far from slavery. They, I guess, the same thing Bianca was saying on the live of her parents, that they gave them that land, they gave them all that land, but then they made them work to some. That's what Bianca was saying. But for my family, my great grandfather, she always said my grandpa Jesse had all this land. We have our own cemetery across the street from my great grandmother's house, because that's where she got buried at. All of the family get buried right down there. My mama said she don't want to get buried down there. Do not send her body down there to get buried. That's what she said. But yeah, he got all, we have our own cemetery back there on that, across the street from my great grandmother's house, like the whole trailer park area back there. It's a cemetery back there too. Like, that's a whole lot of land over there. Now that I'm older, understanding it, like, and that I want me some land, I feel like my great grandmother left me some money. She was 104 years old. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you knocking on a door. Sir, you just did room check the other day. You just want to come be nosy. How many room checks do you need to do? It's only Thursday. So I'm still ready for my own place. That's what I'm about to, she about to get in here. I'm about to give me a job. And the thing is, they already paid for me some housing anyway. So anybody that's in Dallas, y'all better go through this shelter. And this lady, my caseworker just told me yesterday that the little choices program I'm in, she said they help you get a car. They'll help with car maintenance. That's why we don't be understanding all the little assistance that these states be giving out. And one thing about it is, you don't want to be just totally dependent on welfare for your life, but you use them as a stepping stone. And that's definitely what I'm gonna do. All this hard work that I didn't put in all these years, yeah, let me chill back and let y'all help me. I'm tired of doing everything by myself. I've been doing enough by myself. No help. I need help. Period. Is he gonna come or what? But yeah, y'all, I really feel like she stole my inheritance. I swear, I got this feeling, bruh. And the fact that they've been talking about this all year. And then boom, the first time I heard it, I was like, well, that can't be for me. That message ain't for me, because ain't nobody died in my family. But I know that, and then it's so funny how my mom was trying to act like, now I'm like, dang, and she ain't leave nothing, she ain't had nothing. You know how family get when somebody died. But my great grandmother, even when my mom went down there right before she died, my great grandmother used to keep her wallet tucked right in her gown, right on her, because she don't want nobody stealing her money. So she has some money. And she used to, they even owned the land, the church that they go to right down the street, that's their land. They had to pay my grandmother every month to build that church on that land. You know how they do, these governments, when they want to come in and build up on your land, they buy you out. They pay her a check every month. They was paying her a check every month. Like, she ain't had to go in no nursing home. My grandmother at 104 years old died right in her house. Right in her house. Her granddaughter, which is my cousin Judy, she would come right over there to to, you know, make her food and stuff. And then they had a nurse that come over there to relieve Judy for nighttime, you know. And my mama told me when she went down there, like a little bit right before she died, she went down there and stuff. And she said, well, mama, because she called her mama. She's like, well, mama, why you got your wallet tucked in there? And who wants to? She was like, I don't want these people stealing my stuff. Like, you can just tell where my mama get her attitude from, where I get mine from. Bloodline full of this stuff. But I know now that my great grandmother wasn't that nice to my mom. She was like my mom was the scapegoat too of all of them. And that's why she's a narcissist like she is. That's why she was a narcissist. Because of her own traumas that she never dealt with. And this is why you got to start now. Like, I mean, it's never too late to heal. You got to want to put that work in. It's never too late to heal, to start your healing journey. But a lot of people don't care. They don't think nothing is wrong with them. They don't see that. They don't pay attention to the patterns that keep happening in their life. They don't reflect on that. You have to be able to reflect on that stuff. Like me, that's how I even started talking to God. Because I was like, what is up, bruh? I always go through this with my friendships. I always go through this stuff, and I cut these hoes right off. I will cut you off like it's nothing. And that's what started it. Me just questioning who I am. What is going on? Like, why do I just cut people off? Why am I so antisocial? Why I don't really like being around people like that? Me questioning these things, God definitely revealed it. God will reveal it to you. If he don't do nothing else, he gonna reveal it to you. You want to know? You ask, you shall receive. But oftentimes we don't think nothing wrong. But me, I knew something. I'm like, what is up? Like, I always cut people off. Like, I was like, what's up with me? Why do I just cut people off like that? You know, and that's just part of my abandonment issues. I feel like that's a part of my abandonment issues. But mine don't work in the sense that I try to cling to people. I just cut them off. Because I feel like you're not going to stick around long anyway. And I can already tell, if you start doing it, I just know how I am. And I'm not fake. And I'm not going to be around people that's fake. And if we're going to keep having all these issues, and then we get back cool, and then something else going to happen. And then I'm not with the whole cycle of keep falling out, making up, make up the breakup stuff. We either on or we off. And that's just how I am with it. It's that literally that OCPD that Dr. Fox talked about. It's all or nothing with this girl. It's all or nothing. And I am an all or nothing type person. I'm either going to be all the way in, or I'm going to be all the way out. Like, it's not no 1 foot in, 1 foot out with nobody. In no relationships, no friendships. I'm not going to keep having these up and downs all the time. I don't have time for that. I want us to smooth sail. At least have majority ups. But I don't want to be around people who I feel like I can't truly be myself around. I can't have real conversations with without you throwing a shoe at me, without you taking offense, without you trying to do some self-reflection, without you pointing a finger instead of being accountable for where you messed up, just as I'm accountable for where I messed up. I don't want to even be cool with nobody who can't take accountability. I don't rock like that. Because one thing about it is when I do something to people, I'm going to own my shit. And it's cool. If you don't want to fuck with me, you don't have to. Because I ain't going to kiss nobody ass to bang with me. That ain't how I rock. Like, you know. But, nonetheless, I'm going to take this waist trainer off. Because I'm tired of this. I had it on long enough. Hold on, yeah. I normally wear it for like 8 hours, but if I go walking or something like I just did, I did all of that walking, then that's the only time I'm gonna wear it, because I just did exercise basically for like an hour, more than an hour really. But yeah, y'all, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to vent about that because I just checked my my thing. I'm like, dang, this is the most money this lady has ever helped me with. Like, even when I first moved into my apartment, when I moved from her house, like, I'm not gonna act like she ain't never let me move, but that's the one thing she would do, is let me move back to her house. But just so when I get there, you can keep nagging me. That's all you want to do. And make me not feel comfortable, make me don't get comfortable. I'm never gonna get comfortable here anyway, lady. I ain't wanna live here when I was living here. I ain't about to be trying to stay here that long, come back and get my stuff together, get my shit together, so I can dip. Then like last time, shoot, it ain't even like you just let me come back there free. I come back there, pay some bills. And if you see me stacking too much, you gonna get to asking me, you know. So not that it's a problem with that, because you help your family members out, but like, that's why she was emailing me this time. Like, you need, I told y'all what she said in that email. I don't even know if I read it to y'all, but she said you needed therapy, so you can just move back here, stay here, and get some therapy. You don't have to pay nothing, just get help. Get therapy. Baby, you the one who need some therapy. I need therapy, but you do too. Because you're the reason I need therapy. And this is why I'm doing this work on myself, because I'm not going to make my kids have to need this therapy. And they might need their therapy for other reasons, but I don't want it to be because of how my mom emotionally neglected me and beat me up and do all these things to me. I don't want it to be because of they been sexually abused, because my mom was so busy neglecting me, she couldn't even see this and that. I just don't want my kids to necessarily be messed up because of me. And in a way, they're gonna have their issues too, just because of their dad issues that they're gonna have, just because of me. So that is the thing that is gonna be because of me. It's because of the fathers you chose for us. This is why we have daddy issues. But it's not even that, because truthfully, if I was still in town, if I was still in Maryland, it's just I don't trust my second baby daddy. I don't trust you. You know, that's why I keep praying over him. I keep praying over both of them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, his birthday was just the other day, and I did a big prayer, you know, because I want my daughter to know her dad. Sonari's not gonna get to know you. She don't know you, you know. But it's funny because when I was letting her FaceTime him, since we've been in Texas, she know that's her dad. Like, she knows him. Me and him was the only two people she would go to. Like, she don't go to deal with nobody else. She would only go to us, you know. But it made me feel bad, because it's like, she need her dad, but he needs to get right. I don't want to be able to not trust you and think you're gonna be sneak trying to do some weird, nasty, freaky shit or something, or you gonna be trying to secret kill me. I just need you to stop obsessing over me and focus on becoming a better you for your daughter. But like I said before, these dudes don't love themselves. I don't care about me. I just care about y'all. But I don't want no man like that. I don't want no man that don't even care about himself. You don't even respect yourself. That's a turn off for me. You let anybody treat you any kind of way. I don't like that. Don't let me step all over you. And that's probably how these men feel. I told y'all I used to be a man in my past life. I feel like I understand them, because I be feeling the same way some of these dudes be feeling. Like, that's how they feel. Like, don't you let somebody step all over you, do whatever to you. And then when they finally stand up to themselves, then it's like, oh, you used to let me get away with all this. Now you're trying to check me. That's when they get mad. But if you would have checked it from day one, if you would have nicked it in the bud from day one, they would have never started losing their respect for you and started just treating you like anything. But it's from what we allow as people, men and women. Stop allowing and going for anything, because you teach people how to treat you with that. You know, but I be praying over both my baby dads. I want them to heal them childhood wounds that's keeping them like they are. Because at the end of the day, if y'all will get it together, it would be much better for your children. Even some of the stuff that my first daughter dad say to her, is like, it's just like the narcissist, that's some, I don't know if it's truly even any healing for them. They don't even see the things that they say that's just narcissistic in itself. Like, why you, and one thing about me, I'm gonna check you. Like, well, don't say that to her. Like, You don't want nobody saying that shit to you with your sensitive ass. Don't say that to her. You gonna call her, oh, you sensitive. Nigga, when I call you sensitive, you don't like that, so don't call her sensitive. You her dad. She don't want to hear that from you. Like, and that's why they be mad, because I checks their ass. Because you know, I'm not that one who gonna sit back, oh, that's just who daddy is. No, you better get it right. Because I birthed these kids. I'm the one who went through all the pain and suffering for these children. So yes, I'm checking any and everybody for them. Period. I'm the one who went through the pain and suffering. You're not the one who had these hemorrhoids in your butt because of a baby pushing down on your stuff back here. That stuff hurt. Now nobody talk about them hemorrhoids. Them hemorrhoids you get, y'all better pray that y'all ain't never had them. And if you had them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't never thought my butt was gonna explode my butthole. No shit, I could not believe that. Like, my first baby, they wasn't as intense like it was with this baby. Nobody talk about that. Maybe I need to do that in a separate video. Things that they don't tell you about. But this video been all over the place. But nonetheless, be careful how you treat people. Because that guilt, one thing about that guilt, it be eating these people up. Because one thing about a narcissist, no, their ego don't want to make them feel like they did anything wrong, but deep down within that subconscious, God convicts them. They know. They know. Just like all of them, all three of them now. Y'all all sitting back thinking about us. Even if you might have your fun, you might not be thinking about it, but at the end of the night, when you go to your solitude and you go, especially that first baby daddy, you go drink yourself away, you're gonna be sitting there looking dumb like he be looking drunk. You'll be sitting there looking dumb, reflecting, thinking, walking past your daughter's room, thinking. Because you just mad. You mad because you can't do what you want to do with me no more. He mad I'm not green no more. I used to be narcissist bait. I was narcissist bait. Easy bait. Easy bait. I ain't easy bait no more. And they be mad. Like he told me before I left, you ain't, he said you used to be green. You ain't green no more. You damn right I ain't green no more. You damn right. As soon as you thought I needed your little coin, look how you discarded it. Baby, my father, God, is my provider and my protector. I ain't had no job in 2 years. And me and my kids, we still eat. We still good. He still makes a way out of no way for us every single time, bruh. You think you withholding the money now because I checked you about saying something to my mom? I don't even know if it was really because of that. Because I knew he was acting funny ever since. He was acting funny since I didn't give him no play like that when he came down for Father's Day. You start sending the money later and later. I was like, I already knew you was going to try to be on something. I already knew. I had a feeling you was going to switch up with the money. But it's all good. Because y'all gonna get y'all's. Y'all gonna get y'all's. One thing about it is I sleep damn good every night because I know that I'm a great mother and I know I play my part. And I know that when I am wrong, I'm apologetic and I repent and I take it to God. But 9 times out of 10, the only thing I'm wrong for is the extent that I go to with my reactions. Because it's okay for me to react, but I hit low. That's why I don't like to beef with people. I don't like beefing. I don't like getting into it. I don't like doing that because I know I'm gonna go low, 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 low. That's why I don't even want to go there. So I try to be cool by y'all, cordial, try to first put my feelings on the back burner. But now these people be trying to take my kindness to weakness, and I can't have that. I can't have that. Y'all always do that. They always take my kindness to weakness. And no more am I gonna let you guys just play me like a fiddle. And when y'all ready to be cool, I'm cool. When you wanna beef, now we gotta be beefing. I'm not doing all that. Now pick your side. especially with that first BD, you're done. I ain't never got no rap for you ever again. All that trying, none of that. No cool. We don't ever call my phone. We can never communicate. Never do you need to text my phone again in life. You never need to call my phone. You never need to vent to me about none of your family issues. I don't give a flying rat's ass. I don't. It's dead. All that being cordial stuff, I've tried to be cordial from the first time when we first broke up. When he was shady back then. They didn't even invite me to my own daughter party. But you try to lie and say it wasn't a party. But I ain't take that energy. I invited you to our party that I threw for her. But you gonna do that? These dudes be so mad. So mad. When you ain't want it anyway. You doing all of these things to push me away. And then when I get the hell on about my business, you still mad. So pick a side. They are so crazy. All of these people. Like, everyone. I'm half crazy a little bit. But I'm logical. And I know when I'm messing up. And I know when I took it too far. But I wouldn't have had to take it too far if you didn't try to insult my intelligence. If you didn't try to play and then sit there and lie. That's what make me go low. When you play, when you gaslight me. When you gaslight me, that makes me But like Dr. Fox said, when that happens, throw cold water on your face. When you having anxiety and depression, throw the cold water on your face. I haven't tried it yet, but he says that works. My other prophetic word girl said that too. Like, it's so funny how she said that right after he said that. But yeah, that's my little spiel. I'm hungry. I'm about to go. I'm on day 2 of my Daniel fast, y'all. So I'm gonna go eat me some vegetables. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.